Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. Today we will be talking about the break and continue statements when used in loops. So let's start off with a simple loop for, and remember it's not required that anything go inside the initialization, the check, or the increment section inside a for loop. This is valid. So for an example, let's just say we have an int value equals 0, and let's say we want to increment value plus plus. So right now, what will happen is this will be an infinite loop because there is no stopping condition inside the loop. So let's say we want to stop when the value becomes 5. We want to forcefully stop the loop without adding in any condition. We can do that with a break statement. A break statement is the same break that we used from switch case. So we can say if value equals, let's say 5, we want to break. What a break will do is it will say, I don't care what's happening in the loop. If I see a break, I want to go to the end of the loop and exit. So we'll print out our value here. So we needed to put this if statement to tell us when we want to break. If we put a break statement right here and we didn't have this section, then it would just do value equals 0, value plus plus, value equals 1, and then we break here. So then it wouldn't care about anything after, and it would just print out the value. So value plus plus will give us 1 after the first time, and 1 does not equal 5. So then it skips the if, and then we go over here. There's no condition to check, so plus plus becomes 2, 3, 4, and then when it comes around, 4 does not equal 5, so it skips the if, and then it goes back over here, nothing to check, 5. Now 5 equals 5, and then break. So we can also print out the value here. And over here I will put in, so we know we're in the loop, and I'll put out here so we know that we're outside the loop. So what we should see is there's no condition to check, and then value plus plus, so value will equal 1. 1 does not equal 5, so we skip this section, and then we should see 1. And then we should see the same thing for 2, 3, 4. And then once we see 4 here, then we go back to the beginning, nothing to check. Now it becomes 5. 5 equals 5, and then break. Break means I don't care what's happening, I want to go to the end and exit. So it goes over here, exits the loop, and then you will see out. You won't see in 5, but you will see out 5. So let's run that. And yes, we get in 1, in 2, in 3, in 4, and then we get out 5. Because even though 5 equals 5, we break, it doesn't care anything that comes after this. It just wants to get to the end of the loop. And once it gets to the end, the next thing is to print out 5. So that's how a break works. Now a continue works differently. A continue is, I don't care what comes after, I want to go back to the beginning of the loop rather than to the end of the loop. So we'll keep this break here because we need a stopping point to get out of the loop. Because if we remove this break, then Java gives us an error here saying unreachable statement, because now there's no way to get out of the loop. We will just continue to do value plus plus and print this out. There's no way to get out because we're not checking for anything inside here. So we'll keep that break, but what we will do is we will say if value equals 3, then I want to continue. So what will this continue do? So we'll do value plus, well, we'll have value equals 0 at the beginning. There's nothing to check. plus plus 1. 1 does not equal 3, 1 does not equal 5, and right here we're checking both ifs because the end of this if block is right here. Then we start a new if block. So we will be checking this and we will be checking this. This is not an else if, so we will be checking both. So 1 does not equal 3, 1 does not equal 5, so we skip both of these and we'll see in 1. Same thing with 2, but then when we get to 2, we'll get to the end, nothing to check, and then we'll get 3, and now 3 equals 3. So when you say continue, that means I don't care anything that comes after this. I want to go back to the beginning of the loop. So it'll go back over here. Nothing to check, so then 4. 4 does not equal 3, 4 does not equal 5, and then we will see in 4. And then we go back up here, nothing to check. Value plus plus value equals 5. 5 does not equal 3, but 5 does equal 5, so we break. And then break means, from before, I don't care anything that comes after, I want to go to the end. So then we get out 5. So we will see in 1, in 2, we won't see in 3 because we are continuing. We're going back to the beginning. So then it'll be 4. And then we will see in 4. And then when this becomes 5, we'll go in here and break. So we won't see in 5, we'll see out 5. So let's run this and see if that happens. Yeah, we get in 1 and in 2. Then when we get value equals 3, we continue and go back to the beginning. And then we get value plus plus. That's why we get the in 4 from here, because we get value plus plus at 4. Then 4 does not equal 3, 4 does not equal 5. So then we get in 4. And then we go back to the beginning, nothing to check. So value is now 5. 5 does not equal 3. 5 does equal 5. And then we break. So we don't care anything that happens. We go to the end of the loop, and then we go out 5. Break and continues can be useful in forcing a loop to go back to the beginning or go to the end and come out of the loop. These are some helpful tools if you need them. In the next video, we will be talking about arrays.